It's a well-known fact that dogs are man's and woman's best friend, but it seems they're getting chummy with loads of other creatures too. They're making friends with guinea pigs. That's an interesting way to floss. They're getting to know cows. Go on, give us a kiss. And here a cockatoo has knocked up some spaghetti. Maybe that should be cockatoo. I'm sorry. Anyway, he's feeding it to his pooch. It's just like the Lady and the Tramp, although I'm not really sure who's who. They're getting cosy with other dogs. How many do you think are in here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 doggies?
Blimey, that bed must be like the TARDIS inside. And this gang of friends are off for a stroll in the countryside, but who... I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying it. All right then. But who let the dogs out? Because that person really should be fired. But it seems it's us humans they like the best. This husky is teaching its owner's baby how to jump. And these two are crawling along with this tiny human. They're behind you. And finally, it seems they're even dancing along with us. Smooth moves, and it just goes to show that they really are man's and woman's best friends. Still to come, it's mutts versus moggies. And dogs get sporty. We've seen how our four-legged friends are taking the internet by storm, from daft doggies to playful puppies. But now it's time for them to show off their sporting skills. Let's start with the football, where this Labrador is giving a marvellous display of ball skills in the final of the FA Pup. Sorry about that. And with that kind of talent, I'm sure he can expect a hefty transfer offer when managers see this clip. Although, not if he keeps doing that. This striker is practicing his shooting skills. Goal! But he'll have a much harder time scoring if he comes up against this next fella.
What I think is really nice is to finally see something more intelligent than a footballer playing football. Watching dogs do it, you think, oh my God, this game would be amazing if the people playing it had a brain cell.
Next is a pooch who's taken up bowling. Strike! In the trampolining, this bulldog is the one to beat. And you can see why with moves like that.
Good boy.
Staying with sporty bulldogs, this one is pretty nifty on a skateboard. Show off. But this chap prefers his board without wheels. Staying with winter sports, this is the doggy bobsleigh, and this pooch is showing his owner how it should be done. Marvellous, although this one has forgotten his sledge, but that doesn't stop him. Cross-country skiing is a difficult sport, especially when the snow is 40 centimetres deep and you're only 30 centimetres tall. In fact, it's snow joke. This is the semi-final of the Get Overexcited Because There Are Too Many Balls contest. And I reckon that mutt has got a very good chance of a medal.
The dogs seem to be having the time of his life. I don't know what they've done with all the children.
And this is the spin-off of that event. It's the Get Overexcited Because There Are Too Many Leaves competition. And this husky is going great guns. And finally to the diving, where this competitor is known around the world for his signature move, the belly flop.
I really like the video of the corgi with the life jacket jumping into the water, because what no one really knows about that is the woman whose head you can't see. That's actually the queen.
One is most amused. Now, if there's one thing we know as actual fact, it's that dogs and cats do not get on. They're the animal version of Kanye West and people who win awards. But it's not always the case. When they're puppies, it seems that dogs can actually be affectionate towards cats, like this little fella chewing on the Moggy's ear. Although the puss is probably storing the information for use in a future row. The last thing this puss expected was to be swarmed by a litter of puppies. The very last thing. Not really.
It's nice to see a cat overpowered by 5 little puppies, because ultimately that's what we all want. We all want puppies all over us all the time.
And this French bulldog seems determined to keep up the reputation his fellow countrymen have for being passionate. However, it's in their teenage years that the cracks begin to show. Like here, where it's all fun and games, until suddenly it kicks off and it's paws versus jaws. Like human brothers and sisters, they really can wind each other up. That's it, both of you on the naughty step. This dog wants a play fight, but the cat is not in the mood for messing about, so chooses a real fight instead. Just like teenagers, these two are having a row about who gets the biggest bedroom. The puss ignores the pooch's protests about being the oldest and stays put. But the constant bickering gets too much, and he lets the dog have the room before claiming he wasn't bothered anyway and that nobody understands him. But it's when they reach adulthood that the gloves really come off. The owner of this cat is dangling a toy hedgehog for the cat to play with. Until the dog gets there first. Great tackle. No sign of a toy in this clip, but that doesn't stop the dog. Now, take a dog and a cat and a bath full of water, add a splash of interspecies hatred, simmer, and you've got the perfect recipe for this. Good boy.